The life of a medical resident is a demanding one. From the moment they step into the hospital, they are met with a whirlwind of responsibilities and expectations. Each day brings new challenges, whether it's diagnosing a complex case, managing patient care, or staying updated with the latest medical research. The pressure to perform is relentless, and the stakes are incredibly high. They face long hours and immense pressure to absorb an overwhelming amount of information. The journey of a medical resident is not just about surviving the grueling hours, but thriving amidst them. They must master a vast array of medical knowledge, from understanding the intricacies of human anatomy to the latest advancements in medical technology. This often means late nights spent poring over textbooks and research papers, fueled by endless cups of coffee. From complex medical terminology to intricate surgical procedures, the sheer volume of knowledge required is staggering. Every detail matters, and there is no room for error. The ability to recall and apply this knowledge in high-pressure situations is what sets apart a competent resident from an exceptional one. The learning curve is steep, and the margin for error is slim. Effective learning techniques are not just beneficial, they are essential for success in this challenging field. Techniques such as using flashcards for quick recall, participating in study groups for collaborative learning, and engaging in hands-on practice are crucial. These methods help in reinforcing knowledge and ensuring that it is retained long-term. The ability to learn efficiently and effectively can make a significant difference in a resident's performance. This knowledge translates directly to patient care. The ultimate goal of a medical resident is to provide the best possible care to their patients. Every piece of information they learn, every skill they acquire, is aimed at improving patient outcomes. Whether it's diagnosing a condition, explaining a treatment plan, or performing a procedure, the knowledge and skills of a resident are put to the test every day. A resident's ability to recall a specific diagnosis, treatment protocol, or surgical step can have life-altering consequences. The decisions they make can mean the difference between life and death. This immense responsibility requires not only a deep understanding of medical knowledge, but also the ability to apply it accurately and swiftly. The pressure is immense, but it is also what drives residents to strive for excellence. Therefore, it's crucial for medical residents to adopt learning strategies that maximize retention and understanding. Utilizing digital tools, engaging in continuous education, and seeking mentorship from experienced doctors are all strategies that can enhance their learning experience. By adopting these methods, residents can ensure that they are well prepared to meet the demands of their profession and provide the highest standard of care to their patients. A 2006 study on surgical residents learning to suture arteries highlights the importance of effective study techniques. This study revealed a significant difference in performance between residents who used active recall and spaced repetition versus those who relied on traditional cramming methods. The residents employing active recall and spaced repetition demonstrated superior surgical skills and significantly higher retention rates during the study. This research emphasizes the need for medical professionals to move beyond passive learning and embrace techniques that actively engage the brain. Active recall is a powerful learning technique that involves actively retrieving information from memory without looking at the answers. This method is not just about memorizing facts. It's about engaging with the material in a way that makes it stick. When you force your brain to recall information, you are essentially training it to be more efficient and effective. This technique can be applied to any subject, whether you're studying for a medical exam, learning a new language, or trying to remember historical dates. This method forces your brain to work harder, making the learning process more effective. The effort you put into recalling information strengthens your memory and enhances your understanding of the material. It's like giving your brain a workout, and just like physical exercise, the more you practice, the stronger your brain becomes. This increased mental effort leads to better retention and recall of information, which is crucial for long-term learning. Examples of active recall include using flashcards, which are a popular tool among students. Flashcards allow you to test your knowledge on specific topics and identify areas where you need more practice. They are portable and can be used anywhere, making them a convenient option for on-the-go studying. Another effective method is teaching the material to someone else. When you explain concepts to others, you reinforce your own understanding and identify any gaps in your knowledge. This technique not only helps you, but also benefits the person you're teaching, creating a collaborative learning environment. Testing yourself with practice questions is another excellent way to engage in active recall. Practice tests simulate the exam environment and help you gauge your readiness. They also highlight areas where you need to focus your studies, allowing you to tailor your revision effectively. Unlike passive learning methods, such as rereading notes or highlighting text, active recall requires you to actively search for information in your memory. Passive methods may give you a false sense of familiarity with the material, but they don't challenge your brain in the same way. Active recall, on the other hand, forces you to engage deeply with the content, making it more likely that you'll remember it when you need it. This deep engagement is what makes active recall so effective. It transforms the way you interact with the material, turning passive reading into an active learning experience. This active retrieval process strengthens the neural connections associated with that information, making it more likely to be remembered. The more you practice active recall, the more robust these neural pathways become, leading to improved memory and cognitive function. So the next time you're studying, remember to incorporate active recall techniques to give your brain the best workout possible. Understanding how memory works can significantly enhance your learning strategies. The process of forming lasting memories involves 4 key stages: encoding, consolidation, integration, and retrieval. Encoding is the initial stage where your brain processes new information and prepares it for storage. Consolidation involves strengthening newly formed memories and transferring them to long-term storage. Integration connects new information with existing knowledge networks, creating a web of interconnected memories. Finally, retrieval is the ability to access and recall stored information when needed. Section 5. The power of mistakes, embracing errors for enhanced recall. Many learners fear making mistakes, but in the context of active recall, errors can be valuable learning opportunities. When you make a mistake, it can feel discouraging, but it's important to understand that this is a natural part of the learning process. Each error you make is a chance to deepen your understanding and improve your memory retention. Instead of shying away from mistakes, embrace them as a critical component of your educational journey. When you struggle to recall information and make a mistake, it signals your brain to pay closer attention when you review the correct answer. This heightened attention helps to reinforce the correct information in your memory. The act of correcting your mistakes is not just about getting the right answer. It's about engaging your brain in a way that strengthens your cognitive abilities. This process is known as error-based learning, and it is a powerful tool for enhancing recall. This process of making mistakes and correcting them strengthens the neural pathways associated with that information, making it more likely to be remembered in the future. Each time you correct an error, you are essentially rewiring your brain to recognize and retain the correct information. This not only helps in memorizing facts, but also in understanding complex concepts. The more you engage in this cycle of making and correcting mistakes, the more robust your memory and understanding become. Embrace the learning process and view mistakes as stepping stones toward mastery. Remember, every error is an opportunity to learn and grow. By adopting a positive attitude towards mistakes, you can transform your educational experience. Discussing mistakes with peers can also provide new insights and perspectives, further enriching your learning process. So, the next time you make a mistake, don't be disheartened. Instead, see it as a valuable step towards achieving your academic goals. Section 6. That's spaced repetition, the key to long-term retention. Spaced repetition is a learning technique that involves reviewing material at increasing intervals. Instead of cramming information in one sitting, you space out your study sessions over days, weeks, or even months. This method takes advantage of the forgetting curve, a natural phenomenon where we tend to forget information over time. By reviewing material just before you're about to forget it, you interrupt the forgetting process and strengthen the memory. Section 7. Putting it all together. Practical tips for effective medical learning. Implementing active recall and spaced repetition into your study routine doesn't have to be complicated. Start by breaking down large amounts of information into smaller, manageable chunks. Use flashcards, create practice questions, or teach the material to a study partner. Schedule regular review sessions at increasing intervals and don't be afraid to adjust your schedule based on your own learning pace. Embrace the power of making mistakes and view them as opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. Section 8, Beyond the Basics, Exploring Flow State for Optimal Learning. Flow state is a mental state of complete absorption and focus on a task. When you're in flow state, time seems to fly by and you become fully immersed in the activity at hand. This state of heightened focus and engagement can significantly enhance your learning experience. To achieve flow state, choose a study environment that is free from distractions, set clear goals for each study session, and work on tasks that are challenging but not overwhelming. Section 9. Continuing the Journey. Resources for lifelong learning in medicine. The field of medicine is constantly evolving, requiring medical professionals to be lifelong learners. Embrace the abundance of resources available to support your learning journey. Websites like ed.ted.com offer a wealth of science-backed learning advice and educational videos. Remember, effective learning is an ongoing process. By incorporating active recall, spaced repetition, and other science-backed techniques into your study routine, you can unlock your full learning potential and excel in your medical career.